massive face-off between uniformity and diversity, wherein the Gujarat cabinet has decided to form a 3-member committee to chart the rough contours of the UCC. Now, this decision was incidentally made in perhaps the last cabinet meeting of the outgoing BJP government of Gujarat ahead of the elections stated to be held later this year. Leading the charge, the Muslim Personal Law Board has called it anti-Muslim and unconstitutional, while the BJP has defended it as a move to ensure that every Indian enjoys the same protection of law.
यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड इसको लगाने से नागरिकों के मन में अधिकारों और सिविल डिस्प्यूट्स के लिए जो मसले चल रहे हैं उन सभी में माताओं, बहनों, बच्चों और सभी लोगों को एक समान अधिकार देने का इसमें प्रावधान होने की वजह से एक बड़ी राहत की घोषणा है। मैं मानता हूं कि गुजरात सरकार की इस घोषणा से जैसे पूर्व में भी एक हमारे राज्य ने इसमें आगे कदम उठा ही लिया है और हमने इसमें कड़ी में गुजरात भी जुड़ रहा है, तो एक प्रकार से देश में इस कड़ी को आगे बढ़ाने का श्रेय गुजरात सरकार को मिलेगा, अवश्य मिलेगा।
Article 44 of the Indian Constitution, under the directive principles of state policy, says that the state has to endeavour to have a uniform civil code. This matter has come up before the Honourable Supreme Court, various high courts, a number of times, where the courts have said that the state must endeavour in this direction. So what the Gujarat government has today announced in terms of forming a committee to look into the matter for implementing it within Gujarat is something important, historic, and must be welcomed.
Now remember, earlier this month, the central government told the Supreme Court that it cannot direct Parliament to frame or enact any law. The response came on a PIL by Advocate Ashwini Upadhyay seeking uniformity in the personal laws. Now, the Gujarat government's decision comes in line with Uttarakhand government's move to form a committee to look into the implementation of UCC. The panel has formed a website and suggestions have been sought from the common people in UP and Himachal Pradesh as well. The respective state governments have in the past taking steps to bring in UCC. Now the opposition, on the other hand, has lashed out at the BJP, saying that the issue of UCC is once again being rigged up with an eye on elections.
यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड का डिस्कशन हर देश में देशवासियों के साथ होना चाहिए, हर राज्य में होना चाहिए, हर स्टेक होल्डर से लेकर होना चाहिए। एक रास्ता बनाना होगा जहां पे सबसे तालमेल बनाकर फिर एक नया रास्ता बनना है। जिस तरीके से चुनाव से हम पहले यूसीसी की बात होती है और फिर वो ठंडे बक्से में डाल दिया जाता है जब आपको चुनावी नतीजे मिल जाते हैं, ये देश के साथ और मैं मानती हूँ कि देश की जो इमोशंस हैं उसके साथ आप खिलवाड़ कर रहे हैं और राजनीतिक रोटियां सेक रहे हैं एक सेंटिमेंट को लेकर कि यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड पे सही व्यापक चर्चा हो, वो होने नहीं दे रहे हैं।
Bringing in my colleague Sabir Sachi on the broadcast. Sabir Sachi, as far as this decision is concerned, wherein a panel is going to be formed in the state of Gujarat to bring in UCC, first of all, take us through how the process is going to look like, as the BJP is, of course, planning to bring in the panel.
Well, absolutely. See, Gujarat is the second state after Uttarakhand who have decided to implement the Uniform Civil Code. Now, first thing is that a committee will be formed. Who will form the committee? The right is with the Chief Minister of the state to form the committee. Under this committee, around 3 to 4 members will be selected, and one of the member would be the chief a judge from the High Court of Gujarat, and there would be other members as well. Also, as we know that the state of Assam and Himachal Pradesh have also backed the Uniform Civil Code. We had also seen the backlash that is taking place, whereas the major question here arises is that there are few days left for the announcement of Gujarat polls, and whether at this particular situation the code of conduct will be implemented or not. That is the question the oppositions are asking. Now, once this committee is formed, after that the timeline will be decided that as to when this Uniform Civil Code will be implemented. So we have to wait until the committee is formed. So once the committee is formed, the timeline will be completely clear for the UCC in the state of Gujarat.
But on the other hand, we have reactions coming in from, organizations like All India Muslim Personal Law Board, who have termed it an unconstitutional and anti-minorities move.
Well, absolutely. See, once the Home Minister of Gujarat has announced that they will be going ahead and implementing the Uniform Civil Code in the state of Gujarat, there are a backlash that we are seeing from the opposition, whereas several opposition parties have termed it unconstitutional, and they have also said that in this particular situation, the ECI should implement the model code of conduct because the election is due in just a few months. So in this particular situation, the model code of conduct should be implemented by the ECI on the Gujarat government. So clearly, these are the political reactions that are coming from the opposition, whereas we had seen that at the time when the Uniform Civil Code was implemented in the state of Uttarakhand, at that particular time also the opposition had reacted, but the BJP is confident that in the next term also the BJP is going to form the government, and that is why they have announced that they would be implementing the Uniform Civil Code, and also they will be forming a committee soon, and the committee will be headed by the Chief Minister. Under this particular committee, 3 to 4 members will be there, and one of the member would be a judge from the Gujarat High Court.
Right. And also, Sabyasachi, we know that an affidavit was filed just a week back by the centre to the Supreme Court over UCC, and the matter is of course going to be presented before a special panel as well. So will that also bear any effect on the developments which are pouring in from the state of Gujarat over UCC?
Well, absolutely. See, that matter is under court, so we really can't say much about it. But clearly at this particular time, if you see the BJP's intent is very much clear. After they had implemented it Uttarakhand, now they have decided to implement it in Gujarat. And also what is important is that the state of Assam and Himachal, which is also being ruled by BJP, have said that they are also in support of the Uniform Civil Code. And this shows that the BJP is really confident in the state of Gujarat, because when the question of model code of conduct was asked to the Home Minister of Gujarat while he was announcing the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code, he clearly stated that in the next term also the BJP is going to form the government. So we also have to look towards the development that is going to take place in the Supreme Court as well. As we know, the hearing regarding the UCC will soon take place.
All right. Thank you, Sabyasachi, for all those quick updates.